we are going to set up a fluency assessment activity. You can do this one of two ways. You can click the green button here and click Create Activity, or you can click on this purple button here, Create Activity, bring you to the same place. This time, we're going to do a fluency assessment with Brave Irene. And I'm going to move all the way down to these assessment auto-graded ones down here and select Reading Fluency. Okay, so you can see that some of this stuff is already grayed out because there are some things I can't change. So on Reading Fluency, it's in assessment mode. That means that students are not going to be able to edit it, really. They're going to be able to respond and record and re-record if they'd like, but it's a scored assessment, so that's the type of feedback they're going to get. You can change the time limit here. You can go as much as 5 minutes. I'm going to stick to 1 minute. And then it does come with already pre-created text. Notice that there are about 200, just under 300 words here. If you go much beyond 300, maybe 350, 400 words, it's going to get a little tight on the screen as far as how much students can see at any one time. So I do want to make sure I caution people there. So I'm going to take this Brave Irene, and I'm going to just steal a couple lines here, copy, and then I'm going to come in here and paste it. Time limit is too short for reading passage length, which means that this computer is predicting it will be too long for students to read in that 1 minute. Okay, so I'm up to 610 words. Like I said, that's just too many. So I'm going to come out and grab a couple of these lines, get rid of them. That's about better, 413 words. So let's see here if I can. Let's see. I can just format this the way I want to. Okay. So I'm going to keep it just like that and click Save. Okay, you can see that it fits on the screen pretty okay. Remember that the student screens are a little smaller than ours. I'm going to move it up a little here. But you can see right here that the text is here and that this record your voice button is here. This button is tied to this frame here. So this frame here is tied to this text. So if you remove one of them, you're going to end up removing both of them. And so now it's pretty much ready to go. Students will just record here, and then it will use this text. So we're going to click the Save button here. And then I'm going to click, I can add more instructions here if I'd like, but I can click Save. And then I'm going to assign this activity so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to click Assign, and I'm going to go to my test class here. Oh, it's already in there. Perfect. All students in groups. Perfect. I'm going to click Assign Now. And I'm going to go to that class. And you can see here's my fluency assessment right there. I'm going to click on Start. If I click on View Responses, that's how I can see student responses, but I don't have any yet. So I'm going to click Start. I'm going to try my sample student here so I can give it a try. It's the best practice. I'll click this next. You can see the directions here. Click the next sign. And then I'm going to click here to record my voice. Brave Irene by William Steig. Miss Bobbin, the dressmaker, was tired and had a bad headache, but she still managed to sew the last stitches in the gown she was making. "It's the most beautiful dress in the world," said her daughter. "The Duchess will love it." "It is nice," her mother admitted, "but, daughter, it's time for tonight's ball, and I don't have the strength to bring it. I don't feel good." When students are done, they can stop it and then play it. They can pause it. They can actually delete it and try it again if they'd like. When they're happy with it. Now you'll notice I did make some errors on purpose so you can see, but I'll click Done here. And now I can go in and see, these are my sample student responses. So now let's go to the activities. I'm going to go here. You can see I have one completed. So I'm going to click on view responses. And you can see I have a 93% score here. You can see that I am in that words correct zone. If I want to have more information here, I can click on this down arrow and it will give me that sample student here, words correct per minute, 1 attempt. If I made more than 1 attempt, it'll tell me. If I want to edit this, I can actually go in here and listen to how the student read, and then mark these things. You can see I inserted a word, and then I read this word incorrectly. I substituted it wrong. So you can get all this data right on the back end. You can edit it. So if I want to say, oh, they said this, I can mark that correct, and that's fixed. Oh, I'm going to ignore that, right? And then I can click save. Once I'm done, I want to go back and edit it again, right? I can mark that as incorrect. And I can mark this as incorrect. Maybe the AI missed it. So I can click save, and that's what that reading fluency assessment looks like. It's really just double checking the AI's work. You get all this data on the back end, and that's how that reading fluency assessment can help your students.